ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of On the Mic with Mike. I'm your host, Mike Larkin, and joining me today is content creator, the one, the only Amari, the creator. How are you, Amari?
I'm good, guy. What about yourself?
Dude, I cannot complain. First and foremost, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. I've interviewed a lot of people of all facets of life. You are doing your thing and the content creation side of things as far as the adult side goes. I've been enjoying your work, man. You've been really putting in the work and putting in the grind to it.
Thank you, my guy. Thank you. It's been a long road. I can say that.
Well, I mean, let's start it there, man, because everybody has their journey. Everybody has their destination point. For you, if you really look at life in itself and really the business of what we do, it's an art form. We're all applying our crafts in amazing fashion. So I got to ask you, what kind of gravitated you towards the content creation side of things, especially the adult side, man?
Oh, man. Well, me, I'm just a natural sexual person. I'm just going to call it what it is. I'm a natural sexual person. Like, I've just always been interested in doing some sort of content. I used to do regular skit content, and that was going pretty well for me. Actually, like, I was getting reviews from all over, like my hometown and all of that and stuff. But like, it's just, they got boring to me because it's like, I couldn't figure out any new ideas. So got a little boring. So I stopped doing that. I was doing YouTube, going really good with that too. Then me being me, I don't play video games not anymore. I used to do like gameplays and stuff, and people used to actually enjoy them. And me, I don't play video games anymore, so no point in doing that. And then, well, I do acting too as a side thing too. Like, I do content and acting. So, like, yeah. And I'm really getting into content. Like I said, just a natural sexual person. And what's crazy is that my parents knew I would do adult films.
Wow.
That's something that I tell some people, and some people can't believe it. They're like, really? Your parents knew? Yeah, they knew. Because I first started content when I was 18. Like, not freshly 18. Well, if you count 2 months past, then yeah, freshly 18.
Freshly 18.
I started content in December 2020. And it was just something I was just seeing, and I was like, okay, I want to try this too. And so I tried it. And if you know anything about a Snapchat Premium, now, this is before you had Snapchat Plus and all of that. Like, this is the Premium where you post a live verification every day saying, hey, this is my account, la-da-da-da-da. Then you post your teasers, and you ask other Premium Snapchatters to basically repost you, like Twitter pretty much, retweet, but repost you. And then, you get the ads, and you just see if you can get buyers. I can't lie. I didn't get my first buyer until I was like a year into content creation. I'm just going to be honest about that. Like, it's a tough road though. Like, I've been doing it on and off since 18. And like, yeah. And now at 23, I guess I'm going pretty well with it now.
I mean, that's the thing too. You have to stay you're fine. You have to stay consistent in everything that you do. I think for you, when you started, I mean, from 2020 to 2021, we're still around the COVID time. We see the blossoming of how OnlyFans and how content creation really became such a hotbed in a hot market. And I mean, for you, I think the one misconception, we'll actually talk about two here. Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, the business side of things. It's not just like the content creation. Like, it's about going out there with a presentation, your brand, and really honing your craft. It's not just like, okay, I'm going to make this video. There's a lot of ethics to it.
Yep, exactly. A lot of people don't know that. Like, a lot of people think that we just setting up a camera and that we just, do what we do. Like, that's not what it is. Like, we have to talk about it, talk about what's comfortable with someone, all of that stuff. You got to get everything wrote down, all of that. Like, you got to just, I'm not saying you selling, but like, you just got to know what you're doing. I'm going to put it that way. Know what you're doing. Because a lot of people that's in content creation, I can't lie, I feel like they shouldn't be. But, hey, it is what it is,
No, I completely feel you on that. I mean, I look at it from a stance too. Like, it's all about being the representation of your presentation, right? Representing yourself and presenting yourself right, setting the boundaries like you mentioned. And I mean, you can always be like a very sexual person. And I mean, it's normalized now. Nobody cares. I mean, it's pretty much different categories. It's different preferences of what makes everybody unique. But it's just like, you have to set the boundaries. I mean, it's not like you just go like, hey, let's have some sex. It's like, okay, let's have the guidelines to this. Let's have the shoot and location. it's a whole presentation. It's a whole behind the scenes and front and behind the camera thing. You have to know how to work it, and you have to know how to really go out there and do it.
Yeah, because like a lot of people can't perform on camera. You know, you got to know. You just gotta like with content creation, with the adult side especially. You have to be really engaged with it. Like if you're not really engaged with it, yeah, it's not gonna go well. I just say that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna go well at all because you're not engaged with it. You have to like fully be engaged with content creation if you want it to go well.
No, I'm right there with you because seeing your work, Amari, and seeing the content that you put out, of course, you're engaged. It also shows with the partner that you're working with. And that's the plus side of it, too. That's what makes a great content, a great film great. It's like you don't want to just be there and half ass it. That applies to anything in life. If you really want to get into the game, it doesn't matter what art form that it is. You have to be invested and put your time into it. It's about moments and memories created and moments and memories yet to be created. Because at the end of the day, it's like Mariah Carey once sang, "You're someone's sweet, sweet fantasy baby," to put it in the bluntest of terms, man.
Very true. Yep. Like with everybody I work with, I'm like, if we schedule a shoot together and like you tell me that you're feeling bad and everything, but you still want to do it, I honestly will tell you no, we shouldn't do it because you're not completely, like I said, you're not completely engaged. Like you're just like if you halfway into it, it's not gonna look good at all. And that's me. I don't like to do like I don't like to half ass anything. Like if I go into something, I'm putting my 110% into it. Like I don't care if I'm good at it or not. Like I'm gonna put 110% every single time, no questions.
Absolutely. And I mean, I look at it from a standpoint too, Amari, not only just giving your 110% into it, but I think you also have to look at it, the people who consume the product too. Like it's yourself and it's your consumers who buy and go into the product. And I mean, for you, it's a networking through too, man, with social media and how it is. I mean, Exotica. Let's talk about that, man, because it's a hotbed, bro. Talk about the Exotica experience.
My phone will talk about the Exotica. Okay.
All right.
Exotica. Now, originally I was gonna go in probably 23, I think. But that was back when I still only had solo content. And it was like, I was like, I mean, I don't really got the content that I can to go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm only got solos right now. So I have not worked with anybody. So nobody knows who I am. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows me. Like, I don't want to just, even though, you know, shout out to my boy, thank you, Moses, you know what I'm saying? But because he was the one that really pushed me to keep on going with content and everything. But it's just like I said, I had solos at the time. I didn't have any regular partner content with anybody. Like as much as I wanted some, don't get me wrong. Like I wanted some, but I didn't have any, so I didn't go. And then this year, well, Moses, he asked me again. He was like, "Bro, are you popping out to Exotic this year? Yes or no?" I said, "I don't know, my guy. I don't know." I'm still. I keep in mind, I can't lie. I didn't get my first collabs until this year. I like, and keep in mind, I told y'all I've been doing this since I was 18. So I didn't get my first collabs until this year. So I was about to quit. I'm talking about like I was about to quit. I probably wouldn't even be doing this interview right now. Like I was ready to quit so badly. But then Moses was like, nah, bro, keep on going. I'm telling you. Then a week later, I got my first collab and I was like, okay. Then I got a couple more collabs after that. I was like, okay. And then he messaged me, like I said, about Exotica. And I was like, forget it. Might as well go. So I booked my plane ticket, booked my hotel and everything. And I asked some creators if they wanted to work with me. And most of them went through. Some of them didn't. It is what it is. But yeah, and I popped out in Exotica. And I can't lie, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Like, I didn't think, because like it was too many. I felt like that me as a person, it's too many people. When I get around too many people, I'm just like, I don't know, my anxiety just acts up. Like I just don't like being around a crowd of people. But when I went to Exotica, it was like I'm very comfortable here. Like I don't know what it is. Like I'm very comfortable. Like is it because these people are like me, or like what? I don't know. But I was extremely comfortable at Exotica, despite being around at least 1,000 people. I was around at least 1,000 people.
I mean, I think you hit it right on the head there, man. I think because when you're in an environment with a bunch of open-minded people and how everything's more normalized and what was once taboo, I think it's just one of those things where people are more over to the idea of just showcasing the sexiness, dare I say, letting the freak flag fly. At the end of the day, too, it's all about sex appeal. Sex sells in many different genres and categories.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for you, you're transitioning from, all right, I'm doing solo stuff and now I'm working with these many people. And shout out to Thank You, Moses, because Moses is an amazing human being. So you're networking, you're building up your brand.
I tell people all the time that Moses is my guy. That is my dude. Like, I just can't thank dude enough, because like if it wasn't for him, I'm telling you, I would not be here right now. Like seriously, like the week the week I was about to quit, he told me don't quit. And then like I said, a week later I got my first collab. So I was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden I got another collab and another collab. So it's like, okay, so maybe it is going maybe it's gonna get better. Like I tell people, I told how many people this? I probably told like 4 people right now this. If you would have told me 7 months ago that I would be at Exotica, that I would work with the people that I worked with, and that I would be doing this interview right now, I would have told you was lying to me. Like 100%, I would have told you was lying to me. Because, I mean, it's not that I didn't believe in myself. It's just when you're doing something for so long and you're not seeing any results, it makes it pisses you off. It makes you mad, because it's like, dude, I'm doing this so much. I am doing this, I'm doing that, doing this, doing that. I'm doing everything right, and I'm still not getting nowhere with it. So it's like, yeah. But hey, I'm just glad that I'm going good now, and I'm definitely attending Exotica Chicago when it comes around. That's for certain. I was gonna go to DC this year, but it's like, nah, I don't know. I just came back from New Jersey in October, paid a whole bunch of money for that trip, so I think I'm gonna just like hold off on trips right now, unless it's driving distance, like the Southern Expo in Dallas. That's in December. I'm going to that, so y'all, if you see me there, holla at your boy, because I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm there.
Well, first and foremost, the links will to that as well. The expo, I saw a lot of good things of that on social media. We cannot wait to see you do your thing over there, Mr. Amari. And I mean, dude, I look at it from a stance like you're saying there, man. I could speak from experience. When you work a job for X amount of years and you kind of feel like you're spinning your wheels, and is there really going to be progress and results? And then you just, I'll be honest, everybody has that moment of like level of just, it's like, man, is it really worth it? Like, do I really want to continue on this path? But I think with you and having the surroundings that you have, it's definitely worth it. That goes to anybody out there, man. Just keep chugging along. As the great Eddie Kendricks once sang, you got to keep on trucking. So you're definitely keeping on trucking.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I from 18 to 23 right now, I probably have quit content at least 5 times.
Hot damn.
I have quit so many times, but it was always something that kept bringing me back to it. I don't know what it was. Like, because even like ask Moses. Moses was there for like 3 times I quit. And he was like, bro, what keeps you coming back? I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is that keeps me coming back. I just keep coming back. And so look at me now, Got some good people surrounding me with the content thing. I'm good friends with most of my co-stars, we all chill and cool. It's just, hey, it's going well for me. So why not keep it going now? Can't stop now. Can't slow down.
Absolutely. As the song says, can't stop, won't stop. And you're kind of like the Godfather. When you think you're out, then they pull you back in. It's one of those things. You can't stop.
That's exactly what it was to me. That's exactly what it was. Like, it was just something that kept pulling me back into content. And I'm guessing that it was just something telling me, hey, bro, it's going to pop off one day. Just keep on going. And sure enough, well, it did.
I think it's one of those things too as well. It's the confidence level. I think a lot of people, like when they see the line of work that you do and so many content creators do, it's a level of confidence. It's like, okay, can I be naked and be sexual on camera and showcase that? Some people are just kind of like, don't feel comfortable with it. But once you find your lane and your levels and everything that you do, it's wonderful. And you make it pop off, whether you're doing your solo stuff or in general, man. So it just shows your confidence. And at the end of the day, we exist to inspire. So you never know who you're going to inspire and relate to.
With the thing that you just said about being naked and sexual on camera, I mean, I can't lie. If you're not I'm not gonna say if you're not a natural sexual person, but like if you're not you can kind of get used to it. But if you're already a sexual person, you still will have some nervousness. I can't lie, you still will, but you'll get used to it faster than others. Like me, my first few scenes. Was I comfortable? Yeah. Was I nervous? Of course. Even though I can't lie, my first scene, I only had 2 people in the room, me and the person I was creating content with. like I was still kind of nervous from it because it was like, okay, how's this gonna look on camera? Like, and then I was just nervous about it. And then eventually, when I went to Exotica, oh man, when I went to Exotica, my first scene being filmed was Becky Taylor. If y'all know, if y'all, I haven't teased it yet. We ain't got it together yet, but my first scene where I was actually recorded by someone, like with a camera, like actually coming up to my face and everything. Like, was I nervous? Yeah, of course. But then I don't know what it was. I just locked in like immediately. It was like, okay, just lock in. Don't like, this is between you and her and that camera. Don't look at the camera. That's all you got to do. Just don't look at it. And me being me, when I'm focused on something, I'm completely focused. Like, when me and Becky Taylor were shooting together, it was like I was completely focused on her. Like I was not focused on anything else but her because it's like I said, gotta lock in, and that's how I lock in. I gotta focus on something. So lock in.
And shout out to Becky Taylor. What a dynamo she is. My goodness gracious.
She is awesome to work with. Like, and she is just very awesome to work with. Like, she's good to talk to as well. Like literally, like after our shoot and everything, we both was like, okay, you good, gladly good. And me and her and Serenity Willow, shout out to her too. Serenity Willow, she is one of my good friends too. I worked with her. She's good to work with as well. And it's like all three of us just sat around and just had like conversations as of a scene to not just get recorded. Like it was just a good vibe though. Like then that's what I rely on, really good vibes. Like if I can sense a good vibe from you, working with you will be awesome. And like I just can't work with nobody that doesn't have a good vibe because then all I'm just gonna think about is the negative about you, and I won't be able to perform because all I know is negativity about you.
It reminds me of there's an old school adult star who did some work in the 80s and the 90s, Ginger Lynn. She said once in an interview, she was like, you know what, we're doing this scene, and we just completely stopped it because the guy that I was working with, he was a young dude, and he was just like, he was so disrespectful, and I wanted to have things this certain way, and he didn't want to do it. And it's like, I've been in this game for X amount of years, and this dude's trying to tell me how to do my job when I don't feel comfortable, and you want me to do something that I'm not feeling that's comfortable. And it's like stuff like that. You have to have good vibes that go into it because, I mean, you can relate to a lot of people, but at the end of the day too, if you don't get along with that person and there's a bad vibe, it kills the mood automatically 100%.
Oh, definitely. It can definitely kill a mood. I mean, I haven't had that happen to me before, and I don't want that to happen to me because like with me, I try to vibe with all my co-stars. Like, I just try to, get to know them, talk to them, everything like that. But yeah, a bad vibe can definitely ruin a scene 100%. Like, and sometimes even on camera, you can see some people that do have bad vibes with each other, but it's just like they're forced into working together. Like mainstream, for example, because me, I do amateur. I'm amateur, and mainstream. I can't even watch that anymore because I realize how unauthentic it is. No disrespect to any mainstream Adult Swim stars, though. I promise y'all doing your thing. Y'all work harder than we ever will. 100%. I don't care. Y'all do. But it's just, you can tell when some people in mainstream do not like each other whatsoever, but they have to work together for company's sake and stuff like that.
You actually make a great example of this because it reminds me of the days of Skinamax. Like there used to be a lot of films on at 3:00 in the morning, Amari, where it had like I believe his name was Widow and his wife Nicole Sheridan. Like obviously married couple, they love what they're doing. It shows within every scene or any film that they did that they were a part of. And then there's some actors and actresses that you could just tell, like, okay, they just want to get through the scene and just like let's move on. Like you can tell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can see it. Yep. You can literally see it. And I mean, if you can tell by people's voices, you can even hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can hear by the tone of someone's voice whether they're really into something or not. And yeah,
it shows. It goes a long way within your work and in your progression as people. And I think if you project that in life and project that on camera, behind the camera, it's not a good look. But I think what is a good look, like you mentioned, Serenity is another one holding her thing down. Can I just say, what another cutie beauty she is, man? My goodness gracious.
Like, yeah, her got cool. And then I met up with, she was the one that actually picked me up from the airport. Like, I just asked her, can you pick me up from the airport and take me to my hotel? And then she said, yeah, sure. And he said, that's okay. And me and her had been getting cool with each other for the past couple of months. And, we've been on FaceTime together. I mean, I can talk to Serenity any time, any day of the week, any day of the week. And it's always good from her. Like, we just chill with each other like that. And then when she picked me up from the airport, she told me she was going to the expo. And I was like, okay, I want to go too. And then so we decided to go to her hotel first because all I got is my backpack and I'm a dude, so of course all we need is a backpack. We don't need nothing extra.
Right.
So so I got my backpack and then like she told me like I can keep my backpack in her room if so I don't have to carry it around because who wants to be walking around Exotica with a freaking backpack on? Who wants to go into this big gigantic building with just a backpack on, just walking around? Like that just don't look right at all. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And, well, yeah, she's a really good friend, though. She is a very good friend, 100%. Like,
yeah,
I think she's one of my best content friends, 100%. She is.
Oh, agreed, man. I think that's lovely even just to hear about that because it just shows like the good parts and the positivity and staying proactive and really shows within this industry and just as a whole. And I mean, for you, I got to put a picture into your mind here, Amari. It's one of those things like when you think of Amari with the backpack, think of NBA Ballers Phenom where you're playing with the two-way and then all you got is the basketball and your friggin' backpack and you're just seeing spots to go play in the next basketball tournament.
That's exactly what would be like going to Exotica. That is exactly what it would be like, 100%. Yep. Like exactly what it would be like, 100%. That's definitely 100% what it would be like.
And it's one of those things too. I mean, going into an event feeling comfortable, like I said, that's the major part of anything that applies to the craft. And I mean, speaking of the craft, you've got to work with even the likes of like the Roxy Dovers that even stick out. Like she's got her own productions, and she's another one that's constantly on the grind. Always stays consistent.
Yes, she's also awesome to work with, 100%. Like she made like when I first came, to shoot her and everything, she made me feel comfortable. We talked for a little bit, like, okay, well, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. Okay, cool. Let's map it out. How does it look? Okay, it looks good. And she's the same, like I said, everybody I worked with at Exotica, everybody had a good vibe. Everybody was positive. And it was just a very genuine vibe. Shout out to everybody I worked with. And yeah, everything was just good.
I got to say, man, this is stuff that I really do love to hear. And I always got to say your attitude is absolutely pleasant, a breath of fresh air in this thing that is called life. And I can't wish you nothing but continued success, Amari. You're definitely killing it, man. Keep on going within your journey.
Of course, my guy. I'm going to always keep on going. Oh, don't worry. I got more scenes coming soon. Me and Serenity Willow scene is coming out next week on the 21st. It depends on when you release the interview. But next week on the 21st, me and Serenity Willow scene is coming out. And I have a threesome with Becky Taylor and Serenity Willow. That's going to come out soon as well. And let me just say, shout out to Serenity and Becky Taylor. I know I've said that before. I'm going to say it again, though, because without those two, I wouldn't have gotten my 23rd birthday present. My 23rd birthday present, like I told y'all, I'm a very sexual person, but there's a bunch of sexual things that I haven't done that I wanted to do. And, well, I wanted a threesome with two women, and crazy how that came about. Like, I'm not mentioning no names because I don't want to start knowing nobody, but we originally had it for somebody else, and well, basically like a few days before it was supposed to happen, because keep in mind we had this plan like 2 months in advance, and apparently she had canceled on Serenity and somebody else, and then, well, I canceled mine too because it was like, okay, I just canceled mine too because it was like I don't want to work with someone like that because it kind of just showed that you're unreliable, at least to me. Like, it might be to other people, it might be different, but to me, it's like if you plan something for 2 straight months and then you cancel at the last minute, that just doesn't look good to you. It don't look good. To me, it don't. Like, if I commit to something, I'm committed to it 100%. No questions asked. Like, unless I absolutely cannot do it, I'm committing to it 100%.
Oh, absolutely, man. I think that just shows the unprofessionalism of people. And I mean, we see that in every walk of life. You have to be if you're going to switch something out, you have to let people know ahead of time, number one, but also number two, people are investing time into this. This is not free money. This is, everything that plans in together. It's an itinerary, and you have to live up to the itinerary.
Exactly. That's just me. Like I said, I ain't trying to start knowing nobody, but that's just what it is. That's just the scoop. Like me, I'm an honest person. I don't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to lie to nobody about. That's just what it is.
Now, Amari, look at it from a stance like this too, as well. Before, I want to also ask you about testing as well and the safe and spectacular rise. But before we get into that, another name I wanted to mention, because you mentioned a lot of great names that you've worked with, and it really does show through on camera. Another one you worked with, had her on the show twice. She's our girl, the one, the only Nikki J. Can you talk about working with Nikki J? Because my goodness gracious, my dude.
Oh man, Nikki J, that girl is awesome. She is very awesome. I remember whenever I surprised her because she asked me whether I was going to come to Tennessee. And I was like, yeah, I don't really know. I got Exotica 3 weeks after that, so I'm kind of preparing for that. And, then eventually I went ahead and was like, you know what? That's just 3 weeks afterwards. I can rest in 3 weeks. There's nothing. So I bought my plane ticket, and then I screenshot it and I sent it to her. And I was like, look at this. And then she was like, what is it? Oh, wow, you're actually coming. I said, yeah, I'm actually coming. So then, flew to Tennessee. She picked me up from the airport. I couldn't go to my hotel immediately because I landed around 11:30, and when you go to hotels, you can't really check in until like 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I had my hotel booked in advance, so yeah, because I just wanted to make sure that I had a room. So, yeah, she picked me up and everything, and then she took me to this crystal place, a place with all these crystals and all this it's not. I'm not gonna say it's voodoo stuff, but like some magic type stuff. But it was a really interesting look, like. She basically let me dive into her life pretty much. And I really enjoyed that. Honestly, I did. I even met some good people while I was there at the same time. Like she really introduced me to some good things that I really enjoy now looking at. Like every single time I look on my Snapchat and stuff, because that's where I record most of everything. I looked on my Snapchat and my stuff, and I looked at it and I'm like, wow, this was a very unique experience. Like I really enjoyed it. And then working with her, same thing, phenomenal, awesome, everything. And then even not working with her, like even off camera, it is just nothing but a unique vibe with her. Like I wish I could tell y'all how well me and Nikki vibed, 100%. If you go to my VIP OnlyFans right now and you look at the behind the scenes, you probably can tell how well me and her vibe together, like 100%. Like my VIP is the only place I post my behind the scenes footage. So if you want to see it, go look at it. I'm telling you, it is awesome. Nikki is an awesome person to work with, and I suggest anybody working with her. If you really want somebody professional and somebody that really will work, go with Nikki J. I promise you, she's gonna work. Cause she about worked me. I can't lie. She about me threw me out of orbit because she pulled something that I wouldn't even expect. You got to see the scene to see it, though. You got to see the scene because I can't describe it because, we probably going to be on YouTube, so I can't really just go into details, only if I could, but unfortunately I can't. You got to see the scene for that to happen.
I will say this, I co-signed with it because I did check out the scene when she released it. Good stuff, my dude, good stuff. Links will be in the description so y'all can check out Amari's time.
He pulled that one move. I was like, oh my God, this is unexpected. Okay, I got to lock in now. Because I was already locked in, but you got to lock in even more when somebody pulls something unexpected because you got to do what you can to not mess up the scene. You can't mess it up. So, yeah.
It's a good time, man. It's a good vibe. And I mean, for you, another thing that I really have to really dive into, because you mentioned locking in within your partners and with everything that you do within your content. Another thing I got to ask you, man, is, I mean, we talk about testing and stuff. Like testing is one of the most important things. Keep it safe, keep it spectacular. For you, how important is testing to you, man? Because a lot of people, there are some people out there just,
That is very important to me. Testing is very important. Like, if I pull up to a shoot and you're not telling me your test results and you just beating around the bush talking about, okay, let's shoot. I don't want to do it. I can't lie. I will immediately tell you, like, nah. Because just because I'm a very sexual person doesn't mean I don't know how to turn off my sexual. Don't mean know how to turn it off. Like, I know when to turn it off and just not be sexual at all. Like, if you're not showing test results, then no. Like, if your test results don't come with a QR code that I can scan and it says that you are clean, then I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because testing is actually a very important thing, though. That, especially in this industry, like, it is very important because you do not know, and some people could be spreading around stuff that they do not need to be spreading. And yeah, I could never, I could just never be a person that knowingly has like some sort of disease or something and just working with people like that. How do you? I just don't see how people do that. Like, how do you walk around knowing that you have some sort of disease that you know can infect people and you still trying to work with folks? Like, how do you do that, fam?
I've never understood it. I think a lot of people don't realize, like, we talk about safe sex and safe and spectacular, but it's one of those things too where I think some people just want to go willy-nilly into it. Oh, we're just having sex. And I'm like, no, like, we're having sex with different partners and different co-stars. And it's just like, bro, you have to get your shit, to put it bluntly, you have to
That's what I'm saying. You got to get your stuff together, bro.
Yeah.
Like, man, what is wrong with, like, I don't understand it. I just don't. I'm always gonna be tested on time. Most of the time I get my testing done like a week before all my shoots anyway, because the testing that I get, it lasts 2 weeks. So if I get it done the week before, obviously I still got a whole entire week that I can shoot, and then I still got a whole entire week after that anyway. And then after that, yeah. But yeah,
I will say this, y'all. If y'all do what you do, keep it safe, keep it spectacular, and just vibe with it, man. And I will say this, speaking of the vibe, Amari, you're absolutely a great vibe. I'd love to have you back on for round 2. It's really been a blast to pick your brain and just have a fun conversation, man. I really appreciate your time.
And hey, I will gladly come back. It's nothing, man. Just hit my phone, hit my social media, anything, man. I'm always available most of the time because I can't say I'm not the busiest person. I can be busy at times, but like most of the time I'm not busy because I can't lie. I'm a carefree type person. Like I don't need to keep myself busy to not get bored, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, I just live, That's the only thing I encourage people to do. Live, bro. Like, live your life, fam. If you want to do adult films, go do adult films. You want to do music, go do music. Just, I tell people this too. Hone your craft. I will say that 100%. Hone your craft, bro. Like, you want to do music? Okay. Learn how to read music. Learn how to write music. Learn different flows. Learn different styles. Learn everything. Like, whenever you do something, try to learn everything about it. Like me, when I first started adult films, I can't lie. I was like all of y'all. Y'all think it's, just sex. And that's what I thought it was. Because I'm like, okay, I have sex. That's easy. But if you can stay in the same position for about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes without, busting a nut, then yeah, you can make it for sure. Because a lot of people have even asked me, they've like asked me to mentor them in adult films, and I'm like, are you sure this is what you want? They're like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, okay, let me ask you this: do you think it's just sex before I go on with it? Some of them said yes. Some of them have said no. And the ones that said no, I said, okay. Are you okay with it? Like, are you okay with it not popping off immediately? Like, and are you okay with not making money? They were like, oh, no, I can't do that. Then, well, you don't need to be in adult films because I can't lie. As a guy creator, it is harder to get into the adult industry because I can't lie. Whenever you, as a dude, do films and you do it with a female, I hate to break it to y'all. I'm pretty sure probably 99% of y'all know this already. Y'all ain't looking for no dude in the video. Y'all ain't. Y'all ain't looking for the dude.
You're and I don't mean to laugh, but it's 100%.
No, it's okay, my guy. It's all right. But I'm just saying
it's 100%.
Y'all ain't looking for no dude in no video. Y'all ain't looking for the dude. Y'all are not finna look at this video that I do. I promise you, y'all are not gonna look at that video that I do, and y'all gonna be like, oh, he got a nice stroke. Y'all is not finna say that whatsoever. Y'all finna talk about this woman that I am working with in this video. Simple. So that's just, I told y'all I'm an honest person. Like, I ain't got nothing to lie about. I ain't gonna hold nothing back. It's just the truth.
No, you're not the first one to say that. Like, I've had a lot of guy content creators on this show as well, and female guys have even said, it's like, look, I know the story is me having sex with this girl, but I know that they're looking at the girl more than they're looking at me.
You know what I'm saying? They're looking at the female. I mean, they're looking at the female more than they're looking at me.
Right.
I mean, that granted, they might look at me. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. There's nothing wrong with that. But 99.9% of the time, y'all ain't looking for me. Y'all ain't looking for me at all. You might enjoy the content I do. And like I said, this is not disrespectful. I promise you. I'm not disrespecting nobody. I mean, if y'all like my content, that's cool. I like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love all my fans. You know what I'm saying? All the little fans that I got. I like them all. But I know 90% of the time that y'all is not looking for me because I have never gotten any messages from any female creators that I've worked with that has said, you need to keep on working with him. But I've gotten multiple messages from some supporters I've got on any videos, like the Kimmy Gibblet video that I recently released this Monday. Like, I've gotten probably like 3 comments saying, can you work with Kimmy again? Please work with Nerd Gibblet again. Work with her again. So, yeah, like, I know y'all ain't looking for me, fam. Like, but that's okay, though. That's all right.
I got to put over Kimmy as well. If y'all have not checked that, wow. First and foremost, wow, dude. Let's put that to the forefront. She is another one. Wow.
She's oh man. Hey, look, if y'all want to see me and Kimmy's vibe, go to my VIP page right now and look at that behind the scenes video. That will tell you me and Kimmy's vibe right off the bat. Because keep in mind, me and Kimmy are both Southern. I'm from Arkansas. She's from Texas. We're both Southern. So we basically know how each other talks. Like, oh man, out of all of the people I worked with at Exotica, I think Kimmy was the one that I had a good vibe with everybody, don't get me wrong. But Kimmy was the one that I related to the most because like I said, she's Southern. So she comes from the South like me. So she knows the lingo. She knows how we talk. That's just, hey, it was a good vibe with her. I do hope to work with her again because she is very good to work with, like 100%. Like she is just very good to work with, 100%.
And speaking of very good to work with, y'all, again, all the links to all these great people that Amari has worked with, as well as his links, will be in the description. Amari, it's where I step back, man. Promote yourself. Where can we follow you on the social medias? The floor is yours.
Well, you can follow me on my Instagram at Amari the Creator. Basically, everything is Amari the Creator, except my Twitter. And my Twitter is Amari the Creator X, obviously. But it's still Amari the Creator. But you get my point. Like, almost every site that I'm on is Amari the Creator. My VIP page is Amari the Creator VIP. So, like, everywhere is just Amari the Creator. If you type in Amari the Creator, 9 out of 10 is going to pop up. I'm the only adult film sites I'm on, I can't lie, is OnlyFans, ManyVids. I was on Fansly. I'm debating on getting back on that, but I'm not sure. Let me see what other ones. FetLife. I started on that. FetLife. Let me see what else. And I think that's it. But hey, come check out my videos, bro. My videos is good. I promise you. You will definitely enjoy them, 100%.
Agreed wholeheartedly. And Amari, before we close this thing out, as I always say to end each and every one of these shows, life's an art form. We're all applying our crafts. Continue to apply your craft in amazing fashion. And do you have any final words for your peeps, the fans that have been supporting your content since day one?
Shout out to all of y'all. That's all I gotta say. Hey, as long as y'all supporting, I can keep creating. As long as y'all support, I keep creating. Simple as that. Ain't no telling how long I'm gonna keep on doing this. I mean, I could do it 3 more years, maybe 5. I could do this 10 more years. You never know. You know what I'm saying? As long as I keep on getting the support from y'all that I keep on getting, I am definitely gonna continue doing it 100%. And as long as that don't stop, the content keeps coming.
Well, the journey is worth taking, and we cannot wait to see where your journey takes you next, my friend. Continued success and much love and respect going forward. Amari, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to having you back.
Of course, my guy. Anytime. Just let me know.
Thank you. And everybody, we will see you next time in the next edition of On the Mic with Mike. Good night, everyone.